Hey there, welcome back to Florida Food Forest. Boy, we got messed up on this last cold snap we had here in Webster, Florida. My neighbor behind me has two thermometers. They both read 23 degrees. And for at least 8 hours, everything was underneath 30 degrees temperature here. It doesn't matter if it's covered up or not. When you're hitting 23 degrees and for such a long period, those tropicals are not going to be happy at all, which is the case I have today to show you. A lot of times, you can go through a frost and it doesn't show up immediately. Give it a couple days and those leaves are going to change on you. And that's what I have here today. A lot of stuff looks like it's going to pull through. Some stuff is questionable. Let's check it out. Yeah, came out here to change the water for ducks. They're all frozen. And they're loud and rowdy, one out. Here we are almost a week later after that 23 degrees we got down to in the Florida Food Forest. My gosh, man. The neighbor behind me had two thermometers. They both registered 23 degrees. And a lot of stuff covered. That's gonna come back. It's just beaten up bad. Area and guavas got fried. They'll come back. I'm pretty sure on that. These guys will come back. Horseradish, well, that's absolutely fine. And I got some roots down here. I'm gonna have to harvest those. I don't know how well it's gonna show up on camera, but you can grow horseradish in Florida. Yummy. I love horseradish. Banana bush just got a little fried, nothing major. It looks like the macadamia flowers and tips got fried. Well, maybe next year. Well, the longan got fried. I'm pretty sure it's going to come back. It's just going to be looking pretty rough for a while. Mangoes apparently don't like 23-degree weather. Huh, who'd have known? I had a bunch of stuff piled around these guys, and woo, man, that really took a beating. Not as bad as one of the seedlings I had, but man, this really took a beating here. I'll have to try some different things next year. I should pick up a couple smudge pots this year. Macadamia got hurt. It looks like it lost its flowers. Brachio Phoenix already. These are the tiny coconuts. Tiny coconuts. Yeah. This got hurt for sure. That really stinks. I had this double covered up too. As I can see, they supposedly can take down to 27, but 23 degrees for 8 hours in the Florida Food Forest didn't do very many things justice at all. Kentucky all got fried. A lot of that will come back right from the ground anyways, and these really were just space savers. No big deal. Some stopper was like, oh, we were 23 degrees? I hadn't noticed. Huh. Hog plum is like, oh my gosh, that hurt. Spondeus perpia. I'm probably butchered that name, but that's how I say it until I know better. Correct me if you know the right way to say that. But they got fried. I think it'll come back. And these, last year this got hit by the frost too when we hit 27. Of course, this year was a few degrees colder, but I think it's going to come back and be fine. We'll see. Of course, give you updates as that happens or doesn't happen. Saponia is like, I hate your face. Oh my gosh, that hurt. Yeah, I'm sorry, little guy. You were doing good. Finger sops looks like they did pretty good. There's one here that got tickled. The frost blanket came off. This little section right here, and that's the only one that got tagged. I had one in a pot that I brought inside, and that one got hurt more than these guys. I don't know. Red guava, it just got its tips fried. It did pretty well compared to some of my other guavas. Machamba babies, they took a beating for sure, but they should come back just fine. Indian gooseberry. Man, that got hurt bad. I still have high hopes for this because there is some green leaves down there. So I'll try to nurture that back to health and see what we get. Avocado looks pretty rough, but I think it will bounce back. I'll have to give that some love. Canistel growing from seed. That did not enjoy the 23 degrees, but looks like it survived. Colombian Red Guava did not enjoy that at all. This was double covered even, because I knew this one was frost sensitive or cold sensitive anyways. But I don't know. I still have hopes for it. I'm just gonna let it do its thing, take care of it like it is still alive, and hopefully it still is. Watermelon Flamethrower. The cover blew off of this in the middle of the night, but it looks like that center is still pretty green. Not too worried about these, the fronds out here. You really want to worry about keeping that center good. And it looks like it still is. I don't know how well it shows up on camera, but it looks like it's still alive and doing its thing, thankfully. And the seeds I got from the what is it, African Pride? I don't know. I'll take care of it like the guava just to see if it's still alive, hopefully so. One of my MBs, whew, that looks rough. I think it's gonna be fine, but it looks rough. One of my air layers of lemon drop mangosteen, that got hurt pretty bad, but looks like it's gonna be fine. Here's that air layer of lychee. Its tips got hurt, but the center looks fine. I was hoping to get fruit from it this year, probably not. Black sapote, I just sprayed water on. When we got down to 28 degrees, I turned on the irrigation system over here. And that got probably dead. Maybe. There is still some life in it, so we'll see. It had been flowering a lot over the last couple years, but never any fruits. And I was thinking about moving it, but it had been here for long enough, I figured I'd just pick up a different one and try a different area in the property. This gives me my chance, I guess. Green sapote, that did not enjoy that at all. That even got cracked. I had sprayed irrigation water over this as well. But looks like I have some new tips coming out. Those look just fine, so hopefully. I'm sorry, little green sapote, I love you. Mango seedling, I just sprayed water over. There's a lot of ice built up on it. I don't know if it's gonna do anything or die. I don't know, it was just a seedling. Sugar apple looks normal. I think that will come back. It might not be the same design anymore, but I'm pretty sure it will come back. My big ice cream bean that I used as a chop and drop for a long time, I was just gonna let grow into a monster, but I don't know, we'll see. It's a big one. White sapote uncovered. Maybe we'll see. Lychee that did good on the first night that we were 23, but the cover blew off it the next night, and ouch. And we can see it looks like it was fixing the flower. Yeah, that's all dead now. It's all dead. So, no fruit again this year. Last year it was worms that got me. This year it was the frost. Them's the breaks. And my pawpaws look like they're starting to wake up here. This is the third year for some of these guys in the ground here. And they're starting to get their grow on, which is nice. Hopefully they get their grow on really good this year. The last couple of years it's been pretty slow. But I see new stuff popping out, which is cool. This one had flowers on it before the frost. Oh my gosh, and they got fried. The flowers in the pawpaw got destroyed, and that stinks. Oh well, I guess I'll have to get over it. Looks like there might be a flower there, and there's a couple flowers that survived. Yay! Oh, it's good. Well, I appreciate y'all watching the video today. I hope you have an awesome day, and I'll see you in the next video if you're subscribed. Bye-bye. Always look on the bright side of